To eat is a necessity, but to eat intelligently is an art. Welcome back to Hot Pack Flavors of Ramadan, powered by Sadia. My name is Gaurav. Naam to suna hoga. Now this is the health segment of Flavors of Ramadan, and to teach you the art of eating healthy and ensuring that you have a great option for suhoor, let's welcome our nutritionist and hypnotherapist, Kimi Sokhi.
Mindful eating is one of the easiest and the best ways to lose weight and keep it off. Do you know that most of us are not eating because we're hungry, but because of our emotions? We eat when we're bored, we eat when we're stressed out, we eat when we're sad. When is the last time that you came home and finished off a bag of chips in front of the TV just because you were bored? During Ramadan, it's even easier after a full day of fasting to reach out for the foods that make us happy. So, we end up eating fried foods, processed foods, sugars, sweets. But if you have healthy alternatives that you can make instead that taste just as good, why not give that a shot? My name is Kimi Sokhi. I'm a nutritionist and a hypnotherapist. And I firmly believe that a good life is created from good choices. And today, I'm here to simplify your health one bite at a time. On today's menu, we have oat and quinoa pancakes along with the chocolate avocado mousse. So we're gonna start our recipe. First of all, by we're gonna be slicing an avocado. Avocados are really, really good for you. They contain a bunch of vitamin A, vitamin K, folic acid, B6, and they also contain something called essential fatty acids, which are really good for you. So make sure that the avocado is ripe, and I'm just gonna throw it in here. All right. So the next ingredient that we're gonna add to our mousse is coconut milk. We'll be adding 1/4 cup of coconut milk. So our next ingredient is we're gonna be adding 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And here we go. And then you're gonna add 1/3 cup of raw cocoa powder. Just add that in. And now I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And that's it. So now we can blend our ingredients together. So our mousse looks like it's done. All the ingredients are mixed well together. So I'm just gonna put this in the fridge for now. So now that our chocolate avocado mousse is setting in the fridge, and you don't really need to keep it in the fridge for longer than about 15-20 minutes, we're gonna get started on our pancakes. So for this recipe, we're actually using oats and quinoa as our flour. So instead of using maida, which is not so healthy, or using something, like actual atta and stuff, again, which contains gluten, it bloats you, we're actually gonna be making this, it's completely gluten-free because it contains oats and quinoa essentially. So in here, I'm going to add half a cup of oats and 1/4 cup of quinoa. We'll mix that together and then we'll make the rest of the batter. So this quinoa has already been pre-cooked, and to cook quinoa, all you need to do is cook it just like you cook rice. So 1 cup of quinoa with 2 cups of water, and if you're making half a cup, you just have 1 cup of water, and it takes about 15-20 minutes to boil. So now I'm just gonna mix these 2 ingredients before we make the rest of the batter. So this is done now. So now we're gonna add half a cup of coconut milk to this. And we're gonna be adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You can also add a pinch of cinnamon. You can add some cardamom if you like. You can add nutmeg. I'm just gonna add a bit of cinnamon. So cinnamon is actually really good for blood sugar. So if you're somebody that's diabetic, even 1 teaspoon or 1 or 2 teaspoons of cinnamon every day can really help lower your blood sugar levels. I'm also gonna just add a pinch of salt, and I'm just gonna whisk an egg and add that in here into the batter as well. So I'm just gonna add this in here now. Here we go. And now we can whisk all the ingredients together. So that's done now. Just make sure that the consistency of the batter is not too runny, but you also don't want it to be too thick because we want our pancakes to be nice and fluffy. And we're just gonna add a bit of butter to the pan here. So now that we've got a bit of butter going there, I'm going to make a couple of smaller pancakes, and this is again up to you. Some people like their pancakes to be a little bit thin, crepe-like. I like mine to be a little bit thick and fluffy. So you'll notice that these are actually quite nice and fluffy. This recipe so far, it's just the batter, doesn't have any sugar in it. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of maple syrup. It's time for us to add the chocolate mousse on top. So here we go, look at that. So our oat and quinoa pancakes are ready with our beautiful chocolate avocado mousse. And I've also just made a little bowl of chocolate avocado mousse here on the side to show you that you can use this as a standalone dessert. You just need to put a few berries and some nuts on top. You can also put some coconut flakes on top if you like. So I hope that you'll try this absolutely guilt-free, delicious breakfast recipe at home. It's one of my favorites. Wishing all of you a Ramadan Kareem.
फ्लेवर्स ऑफ रमजान पे सोनी टीवी के सारे व्यूअर्स को हमने दिया है एक मौका आशा भोसले जी से मिलने का। बहुत ही सिंपल है। फॉर ऑल द व्यूअर्स, ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज लॉग ऑन टू दिस वेबसाइट। इट्स www.ashasrestaurants.com/flavors of Ramadan। इस वेबसाइट पर रजिस्टर कीजिए और हो सकता है कि आप आशा भोसले जी के साथ खड़े होकर उनसे उनकी रेसिपीज सीख रहे हो। टिल आई सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम, रमजान करीम।
It's a K Company production.